My name's Christina and I'm a travel specialist for As You Wish Vacations. While I book many vacation destinations, I specialize in the Walt Disney products. This video series for the past year has been focusing on Walt Disney World specifically. So, over the year, we have talked about what you should do, where you should stay, where you should eat, making reservations, fast passes, the attractions, what's available, all of your options. We've talked about all of them. We've talked about tips for the weather. We've talked about all sorts of things, and now you're ready to go. You're ready to pack your bags. So we're talking about packing tips, packing tricks, all of that kind of good stuff, and then you're going on your vacation. So this planning series, this is the last one. Not that I'm done talking, not that I'm done planning. Next week, the video series is going to focus on Disney Cruise Line. All right, so because you're going to come back from your Walt Disney World vacation and you're going to want to plan another vacation, and why not take a Disney cruise, right? So we're talking about Disney Cruise Line starting next week. That doesn't mean I'm done talking about Walt Disney World. I will never be done talking about Walt Disney World. If you're used to watching these videos on my blog, if you have not been to my YouTube channel, I have another series there. It's called 5 Wishes. It's a list show and everything's in list of 5. So I'll still be talking about Walt Disney World there. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you get updates when I post a new 5 Wishes video. So 5 Wishes usually goes up on Thursday. This planning series usually goes up on Sunday. So Thursday will still be Walt Disney World. Sunday we're transitioning over into Disney Cruise Line. All right, but before we do that, we have some packing to do, and I have an awesome gift to give away because we've been doing this for a year. So I want to thank you guys for watching these, and I want to give you guys something for your trip. So at the end, I'll kind of go over what I'm giving away and how you can win it. But in the meantime, let's talk about packing. So I'm going to start with the basics. You need clothes. You need to wear something. It's a family park. So when I usually pack for Walt Disney World, I pack differently than when I go other places. Other places I'll plan to rewear things, I'll have a certain number of items, and I'll be able to make different outfits out of them. Disney World I pack completely differently. I pack about an outfit and a half per day. Okay, so in Walt Disney World, it's hot, it's crowded. I've talked about my afternoon nap where my family goes back and nap and I take a shower. So I don't like to put my dirty clothes on after I shower. So I typically do wear 2 outfits a day in Walt Disney World. I'm a little crazy. I also plan my outfits based on my, I also coordinate my outfits based on my plans. So if I'm planning to go to Magic Kingdom, I'll wear something like this, where I have my mermaid with love ears, and I will try to, it's called Disney bounding. So if you don't want to wear the loud Mickey shirt or whatever it might be, Disney bounding started with Leslie Kay. Leslie is amazing, and it started because adults cannot wear costumes in the park, and they wanted to bring a little bit of their love for their favorite characters and dress like their characters without wearing a costume. So this top is one of my favorite tops for Disney bounding is Ariel. I'll wear some green pants with it. So, or I have an aqua skirt that's kind of this color that I'll wear with this, and you can definitely see that I am trying to dress like Ariel. So these accessories like this definitely make it very Disney and very loud. You don't necessarily have to go this big, but you can wear a little fork, a little dingle hopper, or a little shell in your hair, or just a little something little accessory to make it more than just a purple top and aqua bottoms. So that's Disney bounding. I've gotten away from that in the past, and I'm doing a little bit more of the printed t-shirts because there's so many amazing ones on Etsy, and I just love them all, and that Disney World's really the only place that I wear them. So that's typically what I'll do. What I will do is I will pack them in a Ziploc bag. So what I'll do for the day is I'll take my accessory, my Alex and Ani bracelet. I will take my ears for the day. So These are custom Tinkerbell from Starshine Supply Company. Starshine Supply Company is my favorite small shop. I love them all. I love to support them all, but Kristen's my Disney twin, so shout out to Kristen and Starshine Supply Company. If you want more shout outs about my favorite shops, I do highlight a different one each month in my newsletter, and they usually have a giveaway associated with them. So these are actually a pair of ears that Kristen is giving away on in my newsletter this week. So I'll do that, and I'll put that in my bag, put my undergarments in my bag, and then I'll put whatever my shirt is in my bag. So this one is pixie dust and coffee, so you see how that goes with those ears. So I'll just fold everything, put it in the bag. Sometimes I'll put my bottoms in, sometimes I won't. I will rewear a pair of shorts or whatever, but if it's a special pair of bottoms that just go with that outfit, I'll put them in here. I seal it, and I squeeze the air out of it, so you can get so much more in your bag. So this is also great if you're traveling with kids. You can put their outfits together in advance, put their socks in there, their underwear, whatever it might be, so they can just pull it out of the bag and they know what they're wearing that day. Also, those bags are gold. Ziploc bags are gold. They're great for everything. You should pack extra. You should put them in your park bag. They're awesome. So clear bags, we'll talk about in a little bit, but that's typically what I do in terms of packing. So if you are going on Magical Express, you typically won't get your bags for 2 to 3 hours after you arrive. If that's something you choose to do, you can totally pick up your bags. That's totally fine. But if you want your bags delivered to your hotel room, you might want to pack an extra pair of clothes, or if you're planning a pool day, pack your swimsuit in your carry-on. So even if I'm not planning to change, I'm planning to go right to the park, I will pack an extra pair of clothes, an extra pair of underwear in my carry-on just in case my bags gets lost. It's never happened to me on a Disney trip, but just in case my bags don't get there until really late, I make sure my pajamas are in there. So my carry-on will usually have an extra outfit. It will have an extra pair of pajamas and then just an extra pair of underwear just in case. And you know what? Things happen on planes. One time I spilled a whole thing of ginger ale on my brother, so I'm sure he had wished he had a change of clothes at that point. So having a change of clothes is always a great idea in your carry-on. Toiletries. This is my really, really great tip for toiletries. Use a hanging organizer. So I love this one from Vera Bradley. It has so many compartments. It's awesome. And then what I do, so mine's actually packed. I leave it packed. When I get back from my trip, and if I ran out of anything, I just refresh it. And so then I just have it ready to go. If I'm going away for a long weekend, I just grab it. If I'm going away for a long time, I grab it. It just has everything I need in it, all ready to go. And then when I get to my location, especially on a cruise ship, I know we're not talking about cruises, it just reduces some of the clutter on that vanity. You hang it from the towel bar or whatever, and you just have a little bit more space. I do know some people who will go to the dollar store and pick up hanging shoe organizers, and they'll hang those and put all the extra stuff in there. So they'll give each person a row, maybe, if you have multiple people in the room. If you do have 4 people in the room, that's a great idea because it just gets some of that clutter out of there. But I'm usually good with just this. So that's usually what I pack my toiletries in. I usually do pack a little extra over-the-counter medications. So Advil, Excedrin. I know one time we had an incident and we had to end up buying Imodium at the park, and it was like $15, and it was crazy. So just packing a few of each is like, don't go crazy, don't buy full bottles and pack them, but just a few of the travel packs definitely will help you from spending a lot of money. And then that way you don't have to track it down, you don't have to find it, you just have it ready to go. Another thing that I pack in terms of toiletries is, this is kind of weird, but I like to pack hand soap. So the dollar store has hand soap, and they're not as big as the ones that you kind of put in your house because they're $1. So I'll buy some hand soap at the dollar store because I hate washing my hands with those bars. First of all, they're face bars, and then you use them for your hands, and then someone else touches them, and and they sit out, and they're just icky to me. So I'll buy a pump hand soap and bring it with me and just leave it there because it was $1 and whatever. Another thing that I pack for the room is a power strip. So I used to pack those big power strips that have that little extension cord on them. I don't do that anymore. I just pack the small ones that one outlet goes in and you have like 2, 3 prongs and then a bunch of USBs. So that way I can charge my phone, my iPad, my camera, all the things you have to charge, because there's never enough outlets in a hotel room. Never. So I always pack at least one of those. I don't sleep very well, so I pack my own pillow. But if there's something that makes it easier for you to sleep when you're at home, whether it's white noise and you want to bring a little you want to bring a little iPod that you can listen to some white noise. You can get some great apps on your phone. But just a little, if you want to bring a little white noise machine, or you have a certain blanket, or whatever it might be, whatever you'll be more comfortable with, definitely bring it. The pillows at Disney, if you have like one pillow, it's like you're not sleeping on anything, and then if you have 2, it's like it's too much. So I usually bring my own pillow. I bring it on the plane with me. It folds up really small. It's not even a travel pillow. It's just my personal pillow that I sleep with every night. But it's like so old and fluffy that it like rolls up. So I usually bring that. But if anything else is going to make you more comfortable to sleep, definitely bring that. Something you might not think about, it is Florida, it's hot. You might want to bring a sweatshirt for your room. So my family likes to blast the air conditioning, and I freeze to death at night. So I usually bring a nice big sweatshirt for the room. And honestly, I'll bring a little sweater with me to the parks as well, because if you're in one of those shows and I don't know, maybe you're wet from Splash Mountain or whatever it might be, you just might get a little cold in the air conditioning. You're going from the hot to the cold and that temperature. And then if you're going from November to March, it gets cold at night too. You might want to just bring something, or don't bring something, and use that as an excuse to buy a sweater or sweatshirt or whatever it might be. Another thing I recommend you bring is multiple pairs of shoes. So you're walking around Disney, we talked about this a little bit, and if you watch the weather video, I'll link to it here. If your shoes get wet one day, you don't want to walk around in wet shoes the next day, or just if you're walking around a lot, you don't want to have the same friction every day. So I'll usually alternate my shoes per day. So I'll wear sneakers one day, Keds another day, comfortable sandals like Tevias or something like that, just so that my feet aren't in the same shoes every day. So that's a great idea, but it's also a great idea to have a backup pair just in case your shoes get wet and you don't want to be wearing wet shoes. Another thing to think about is packing snacks. So if you are in the dining plan, you have 2 credits per day, so that's 2 meals. You can use your snack credits for breakfast, or you can pack like oatmeal and use your coffee maker in your room, or granola bars, or just snacks like that, that you can save a little money in the parks, but you can also grab something quickly on the go so you can get to the park early. You don't necessarily have to pack them. You can get them delivered. I usually get some sort of breakfast, some snack, late night snacks, and water bottle, a case of water bottles sent to my room. You can do that on Amazon Prime or Garden Grocer. This is something that we'll devote a whole video to on 5 Wishes. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Another thing you might want to consider is bringing a camera. So there's some great ones out there that aren't super expensive. I love my PowerShot. It's Nikon, and it's kind of in between a DSLR. I do love my DSLR, but I hate lugging it around the parks. So it's a little bit better than a point and shoot, a little bit less manual than a DSLR, and it's awesome. I love it. Get great pictures. They're great on the dark rides. I love it. But if you are going to bring a camera, make sure you have extra batteries, make sure you have extra memory cards, all of that stuff. Alright, so that's everything that I pack in my bag or my carry-on or whatever. What do I pack in my park pack in my park bag. Say that 3 times fast. So one of the things that I will always do is I will use these clear bags. So this one I stuck my Tiana's riverboat cruise pass on here, and so it's kind of a mess, but I couldn't find another one, so sorry. I'll put my snacks in one, I'll put my over-the-counter stuff in another, whatever you have in the parks. This is so much easier to go through security. You don't have to open it, you don't have to go, they don't have to go through everything. So clear bags, whether you use something like this structured by Travel Smart, or if you use one of those Ziploc bags, definitely organize your stuff in your park bag with a clear bag so it's easy to get through security. Other things that I put in my park bag, most of these things I'll get from the dollar store. So you can definitely prepare for your trip by going to the dollar store, save a ton of money. Disposable ponchos, best thing ever. If you want to hear me talk about why you need a disposable poncho, check out my weather video. Also, they're great. Put them over your stroller, put them on the ground, put them on, I love them, love them. Get a bunch of them from the dollar store. They're $1. That's it. These glow bracelets are $1 at the dollar store. So you will, if you are at a nighttime thing, you will see all the carts come out with all the glowing toys that cost like $20. And that's, you have multiple kids, that adds up fast. So you go to the dollar store, get 6 bracelets, give each kid 6 bracelets. It's great. Quiets them down for a little bit. I usually keep them in my bag too, because if I see, that's bedtime, so kids start to get a little cranky. You're waiting for the fireworks, I'll make friends, I'll give them to kids next to me. Or you see a little kid, they're scared to go on the Haunted Mansion. You give them a glow bracelet so it's not totally dark in there. So these are really, really, really great. You put them on your stroller so you can tell which stroller is yours. Go to the dollar store, get ponchos, get glow sticks. You'll thank me later. Another thing I always bring is cheap sunglasses. So these are, As You Wish Vacations, these are not the dollar store. If you book with me, I will give you all of these things. But cheap sunglasses, you can wear them on rides. You don't care if they get lost. I'll usually bring 2 pairs so that if one does get lost or broken or stolen, or not that I've ever had sunglasses stolen, I lose them, whatever. I have an extra pair and I don't have to buy them. This is not something you can get from the dollar store, but this is a lifesaver. This is a power bank. I love these thin ones. I'm sure you've seen the bullet-shaped ones, or I love these flat ones because they fit in my purse if I bring a small purse, or they fit in my pocket. So these power banks, if you are on your cell phone checking touring plans, or My Disney Experience, or playing Heads Up, or whatever, having one of these power banks is clutch. Also, I do usually pack my phone charger in my park bag too, so that if I am at a charging station or I'm at a restaurant and I'm next to an outlet, I can charge my phone there too and I don't have to use my power bank. Hand sanitizer, another dollar store find. Hand sanitizer will, I don't have to tell you why you need hand sanitizer. And then we talked about this a few weeks ago too when we talked about weather, a collapsible water bottle. So this is great for when you're going through security at the airport, staying hydrated on the plane, staying hydrated in the parks. It collapses, it fills with water. It's awesome. So those are my parking tips. You definitely don't want me giving you guys parking tips. Those are my packing tips for Walt Disney World, and thank you guys all for joining me. I do have a giveaway, so in order to be able to win this giveaway, all you need to do is share this video on your Facebook, and that's it. So what will I be giving away? I will be giving away all the things that I just went through here. Not my clothes. You don't want my clothes. Those will stay there in my clear bag that has my Tiana sticker on it. But if you want to win this awesome, awesome Vera Bradley Saves My Life hanging organizer. I never was a Vera Bradley fan until someone got me this, and I'm obsessed. This is the greatest thing. I give it to all my cruise clients. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Hand sanitizer, power bank, collapsible water bottle, disposable, well, I guess they're not really disposable, but cheap sunglasses, disposable ponchos, and glow sticks. This whole Disney packing can be yours for only, no. Share this video, comment below. Guys, please comment. Let me know how I'm doing, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And next week, I'll be back with Disney Cruise Line planning. So make sure you're subscribed so you still get those notifications for 5 Wishes. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. Again, if you want some of my favorite shops, you can get those for my email newsletter, so you can sign up for my email on my website, aywchristina.com. You can email me if you're ready to plan your trip for real at, oh, I just forgot my email, Christina at aywvacations.com. Follow me on Facebook for the latest news and deals, facebook.com/aywchristina. Instagram for all of my outfits. If you liked the outfits that I went through, my crazy outfits, I post those all on Instagram at aywchristina. There's a lot of ways to follow me. I hope you're following me on all of them. I'd love to hear from you guys, so comment, share, and I'll see you guys next week with Disney Cruise Line. Thanks, and I hope all of your vacations are exactly as you wish.